Hi folks, hope you're all doing well. It's been a couple days since the Direct as I'm recording this, and on Twitter in early May, I want to say, I'd asked if people would be interested in me talking a little more casually about games and stuff on my second channel, and I figured this would be a good way to start. Yeah, if you couldn't tell, I'm not used to recording without a script. All the stuff I do on the main channel with GeonGGib is very heavily scripted before I even set up the camera. It's days and days, sometimes even weeks of writing and editing and really getting it down. So not having that in front of me is a big adjustment for sure. But I'm gonna try it out for this, and at worst, I end up not liking it and I don't do it again. But I would like to talk more sort of casually on the second channel. I want to use this channel more for stuff other than kind of just the game clips that I've been throwing on here and there. I want to have more sort of casual discussions about stuff, because I want to keep the main channel dedicated to the game guides and kind of the VHS look. I find that that's kind of what it is for me. So this will be a good place for me to not always do that. Yeah. So I'm just going to talk sort of about everything in the Direct and what I thought. Some things I have a lot to say about, some things I have almost nothing to say about. But yeah, we'll just see how it goes. The first thing that was announced, they started off right away with Mario and Luigi Brothership, which I'm really excited for, personally. The first Mario and Luigi game I played was Bowser's Inside Story. I got it as a gift from my grandma when I was I want to say 10 or 11. So that was my introduction to the series, and I ended up getting Partners in Time a few years after that. I finished both of those games and really, really loved them. They were probably my first, if I'm not mistaken, they were my first introduction to sort of RPGs in general. So very, very important games to me. I ended up getting Superstar Saga a few years after that on Wii U Virtual Console and played through it a bit. I didn't get very far. We had to get rid of our Wii U when I was young, which is a long story I'm not going to get into here, but because of that, I never ended up getting to finish the game. And I didn't own a 3DS growing up either, so I missed out on Dream Team and Paper Jam and all the remakes they did. So this is the first time I'm going to be able to play a Mario Luigi game in a long time. That's new to me. And yeah, I'm really excited for it. It's not sprite-based anymore, and part of me does miss the sprites, I will say, but I think they really translated the style well to 3D, and it's really keeping that energy and the sort of animation and the sort of character that they had in those games. Feels like it's still really here, which I'm glad to see. As many people have said, I wonder who's making it, since Alpha Dream doesn't exist anymore. I guess we'll find out in November, probably. And yeah, I'm really curious to see who it is, because it looks great, so they're doing a good job. Up next, they showed off Nintendo World Championships NES Edition, which looks really fun. I'm not sure if I'm going to get it, but I probably will at some point, honestly. It might just not be it doesn't seem like something that's a day one purchase for me kind of thing. But I like these kinds of little challenges, so I feel like I would enjoy it a lot. I'm curious to see more about it when it comes out, and that's less than a month away now, so that's really cool. I don't know anything about Fairy Tail, as a series or its history or anything, but it's cool that the game's getting a sequel. Yeah, I don't have much else to say about Fairy Tail, but I'm glad that for people who are fans of the series, whether that be the manga or the anime or the games, maybe, that's cool that you're getting it. Next was Fantasian Neo Dimension, which for me also is something that I'm not really that interested in, but it looks like it has some really cool people involved with the composer and the Final Fantasy creator. So I'm sure it'll be great, and I'm sure there's people that are looking forward to it, so excited for them to get this, because it seems like it's a cool thing, and as far as I'm aware, it's a completely new IP, I'm pretty sure, so that's always welcome, that's always exciting, so yeah, we'll see how it is. After that was Nintendo Switch Sports. They're gonna bring basketball, which I'm excited for. I still play Switch Sports a decent amount, actually. I feel like I'm in the minority there, but Yeah, I like Switch Sports, and I play it every so often. So, and I played it as recently as this week. So, it's something that it's still on my radar. So it's cool that they're adding stuff to it. I really thought they were done at this point. So it's nice to know that they're still planning stuff. Basketball is cool. I wish they were doing more than just basketball, but maybe they are now. I guess we don't know, but I feel like after such a long hiatus of adding nothing, I was kind of surprised that A, they were adding anything, and B, that it seems to be just one sport. So yeah, but it's a welcome addition, and I'm sure I'll try it out when it comes out. Next, they showed off Mio, which looks really, really cool. And there's a lot of time until we'll know more about it, but just from the brief snippet we got, it visually looks really great. It looks like it could be fun. It looks like it's some kind of platformer, which I like platformers a lot. I feel like that's probably one of my kind of most common genres outside of party games. I feel like I'm a pretty casual gamer overall. I don't have a whole lot of stuff. My sort of game collection isn't huge or anything, so I guess to say that this did appeal to me, so I'm interested in seeing more about it later, but we don't know when that'll be yet. But yeah, I'm curious to see more from it. I don't have much about Disney Illusion Island and the update. It's not a game I've played, not something that really caught my eye, but I think the game looks good. It's just not something that really has my attention at all. Same thing with kind of Hello Kitty Island Adventure. Looks good, that kind of Animal Crossing sort of aesthetic, and that sort of vibe is cool. And I guess it's cool that it's something that was on mobile that's now coming to Switch, because I kind of find that allowing for that to have sort of mobile games that then are ported to consoles and have button controls is always very welcome. So that's cool for people who want it. It's just not for me. I don't think that Looney Tunes game looks very good. Visually, the sort of style of it, I don't think it's translating the way they want it to, which sucks. But yeah, I don't think it probably would have had my attention either way. It seems like it's a kind of a fun idea, where it's kind of like Mario Sports Mixer or something like that. Yeah, it seems cool, but not for me. I don't think it looks great visually, and I don't know if that's the fault of the Switch or just kind of the aesthetic they're going for is not translating well, but yeah. Among Us has an update. That's always fun. I haven't played Among Us in a few years at this point, but I've been thinking about trying it again. It's just I can never get a group to play Among Us with me, but it's cool that they're adding new sort of roles and stuff, so yeah, maybe I'll check that out at some point. I guess I won't be checking it out on Switch, though. I don't own it on Switch, but I have to assume it's also on mobile, so if I play it on mobile, then maybe I'll check it out there. Pharmakia is also something that's not really for me, but I think it looks good. As far as I can tell, it's not really a genre that I'm super familiar with, but it looks good to me, so yeah, I'm sure it'll have its fans. I'm probably not going to be one of them, but that's okay. It's not that I think it's a bad game or that it looks bad or anything. It's just not at all really my kind of style or a game genre that I'm super familiar with, but I think it looks good, so I guess we'll see how it's received. Next, they announced Donkey Kong Country Returns HD, which I'm excited for. I've never played a DK game in full. The only one I've played actually is Returns, but I played it once at a friend's house on the Wii years ago, so I've not played one in full before. I'm not sure if I'm going to get this yet. It's probably going to depend on the price, because unless there's some huge improvements, I'm probably fine just buying the cheaper version on the Wii, but it looks great. They've really updated it well, so I'll see how I feel. I do really want to try this game. I want to try this series. It's just one of those series that I still haven't really gotten around to, so this might be a good place for me to jump in. The Dragon Quest III HD 2D remake looks really great. Also a series that I've not played before. This one doesn't interest me as much though, but it looks really good, and it's awesome that they're also doing 2-in-1 in 2025, so that's awesome that these are even coming to Switch, and I am sure they'll be well received. I'm sure that they'll have their fan base, they'll sell well. I'll probably feel it out for myself, just because it's not a series that I'm that interested in. But I am open to trying it. It's just not really... There's so many other things on like my backlog and stuff that I'm more interested in getting once it comes out than this. So I feel like it's going to be one of those games that like falls to the wayside for me. So I guess I'll see what happens when it rolls around. But it might either be something I buy like secondhand later, or I just never get around to trying. But we'll see. I don't think Funko Fusion looks good. It's also not something that I'm that interested in. The crossover aspect of it is fun, but it's just not really a game for me. Next, they showed off Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, which looks great. Luigi's Mansion is also not a series that I've played before, and I think if I were going to start, I probably wouldn't start with this game. But it looks good. If I get into the series more, I'm sure I'll pick it up, because I assume it's the superior version compared to the 3DS one, but just not something I want right now. But I do want to try Luigi's Mansion. I just haven't tried it yet, but hopefully I get to sometime soon. The new Denpaman is cool. It's also a series I'm not familiar with. Like, I've heard of it, and I know of it. It's just not something I've played before, but it's awesome for people that are fans of the game that they're getting a new one, because it's just not like a super well-known thing. So it's always exciting when like a smaller game gets a sequel, or like the series gets continued or something. So I'm happy that it exists. It's just, I probably would try the first one first, or I don't know. I actually don't know. Maybe I will check this out at some point. Not super high on like my priority list, but it looks like it could be fun. Yeah, so I guess we'll see. Metal Slug is a series that I'm not all too interested in, but it's cool that it came out day of the Direct. And then for Darkest Dungeon 2, that wasn't a series I'd heard of before, but also looks good, just I don't think it's for me. But yeah, it's cool that it's coming. And then they have the Nintendo Switch Online update with the expansion pack stuff. The Game Boy Advance stuff is really cool, with Link to the Past, Four Swords, and Zero Mission. Both games that I haven't played, both games that I'm interested in trying out at some point. So I guess we'll see if I get around to them. It's really hard for me to like prioritize stuff that's in my backlog, especially if it's like a much older game. I feel like I'm more likely to pull something from my backlog that's more recent. So I don't know if I'll ever get to them, but it would be cool. And then also, it's kind of it's interesting how they're handling the mature games for Nintendo 64. I guess it makes sense, but it wasn't what I would have expected them to do. I kind of figured they would just throw them into the same little menu. So yeah, it's a little odd that there's just like now a separate 17 plus icon for these games, and it's just the two of them right now. Both games that I've heard of, both games that I've heard good things about, both games that I'm not too interested in, but may check out sometime down the line, so I guess we'll see. Phantom Brave isn't a series I had heard of before, but the game looks good. I don't know if I'm going to pick it up. It's also a little ways away, so it might be something I keep on my radar, and I'll see like what people think about it and kind of see more what it's like, and maybe I'll check it out. I guess I could also check out earlier games in the series. I just have to figure out where they are. It's really cool that Marvel vs. Capcom is getting a collection. It's also not a game I've played before, but I've heard a lot of people talk about it. It seems like a really fun crossover fighting game. I'm not much of a fighting game person outside of Smash, so I know this one's probably a lot more technical than I'm used to, but it looks great, so maybe I'll check it out, but I'm not sure yet. I'm really, really excited for Super Mario Party Jamboree. I play Mario Party a lot, so it's awesome that there's a new one coming, and it looks like it's huge. It's got 7 boards, and it's got I think they said like 110 minigames, I think, which is a lot. So it'll be great to have a new Mario Party, because I play it all the time, so it's very fun, but it's gotten kind of stale, both with Super and Superstars. Like, I've just been playing the same few boards for the last 3 years for Superstars and 6 for Super. So it's good that this one has 7 boards, and also that for me, I haven't played any of them, because obviously 5 of them are new, but I haven't played the Mario Parties, the original ones that those other 2 extra boards are from. So these are all essentially new boards to me, which I'm really excited about. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. And yeah, it's coming out soon, and I'm sure I'll be picking it up on release date, if not really soon around it. Echoes of Wisdom looks really great. I'm not super familiar with Zelda. I've played some. I have played some. The first one that I played was Breath of the Wild when it came out on the Switch, and I have beaten it. And I've played a bit of Tears of the Kingdom. I got it very late, so I'm like, I think I've only done the first shrine. I'm very, very early on. But it's a series I like. I just haven't gotten to play much of, and I haven't gone back to play any of the old ones really. So I do want to try it, and this game looks great. I really, really think it looks good. It's awesome that Zelda's playable and that she has her own game. I know there's been a lot of discourse kind of around her playstyle and how it compares to previous games, but maybe it's just because I'm not as well versed in the series and like I didn't grow up with it the same way a lot of people did. But I don't really mind this shakeup, and I think it looks really cool. I think it suits Zelda well as like a magic user. Like, I think it works for her. I'm not sure if I'll get it at launch, but I do want to try it out. Same thing kind of happened for the Link's Awakening remake in the same art style. I was really interested in it and I just didn't get around to ever buying it, but hopefully that isn't the case with this one and I do actually end up picking it up sooner because it looks really cool and I do want to try it. The Hyrule Edition Switch Lite looks amazing. I won't be getting it though. I've had the same Switch since basically launch, and at this point I'm in it for the long haul, so I don't plan on getting any other version of the Switch until the successor comes out, and I think the only reason I would ever get anything sooner is if the Switch I have like literally dies on me. So yeah, it looks really cool, but it's just I'm not going to be getting it. Next they showed off Just Dance 2025, which not for me, but it's cool that this series is still going. I played it a little bit with my sisters when I was younger, so I do remember it, but it's just not something that's like for me on my own, and not something that like my friends are into enough that like I can really warrant buying. But it's like fun, so I'm glad that it's still around. It's a fun series. I don't have an interest in LEGO Horizon Adventures. I'm not familiar with Horizon, and I'm not really big on the LEGO games. I didn't grow up with them. I don't know how similar it is to those, but yeah, I don't think I'm going to be getting this, but it looks like it's good, and it's, you know, it's cool for people that want it. It's awesome that Stray is coming to the Switch. It does not look good, which is not the fault of the game, but just like compared to how it looks on the PS5, it looks so much worse on Switch, which is just because the Switch already looked not great when it came out, and now it's also like another 7 years older or whatever, so it's just really not the right hardware for this game. But I'm glad it's coming to Switch. I don't think I'm going to get it on Switch, but it's cool that it's an option. I don't think I'm going to be getting that Lord of the Rings game. It looks cute. It's just, again, like, just not something that I'm that interested in, so I don't think I'm going to pick it up. But yeah, for people who are like fans of Lord of the Rings and kind of like cozy type games, this seems like a great option. So yeah, I'm glad it exists. The Ace Attorney Investigations games are coming to Switch, which is really exciting. Ace Attorney is a series that I've really been wanting to get into, but I've never been able to start. And it's just another one of those that for me, it's something that I always mean to pick up and then I just never do. But with this on Switch, and then I think they also have the Phoenix Wright collection on Switch, and there's probably other ones too. I have to look into it more. But these are all games that I really want to try, and I just never do. But for me, it's great that it's an option, and hopefully I actually pick it up soon, because I really, really want to play them. They look really fun, so I hope I get to. Then they showed off the 100 Lion Last Defense Academy, which is the same people that made Danganronpa. And that's a series that I think is really cool, but it's just not something that interests me to play. I've watched playthroughs of, I think actually maybe just the first game. So it's something that like I think is cool and like really interesting, and the concept is awesome, but it's not something that's for me personally. Like I can't really see myself dedicating the time to actually play it. It's cool that another one's coming, and like visually and aesthetically, I think these games are really great. I find the art direction to be really wonderful in them, but yeah, just not really for me in terms of gameplay. I don't have a lot to say about Romancing Saga 2. It looks really good. It's just, again, one of those games that looks good, but it's just not for me. I hope it's received well, and I hope that, you know, people pick it up, because it looks like it's a good game. It's just something that I'm not really that interested in. And then they ended with Metroid Prime 4, officially subtitled Beyond, which is really, really exciting. Um, it's weird how much of my life I've gone through since starting from when this was announced to now. So much time has passed. And then they also even they made that announcement saying that they had restarted development. And even that was a long time ago. So it's exciting that we're actually getting a glimpse of this. I want to play more Metroid. I've only played a little bit of Dread. I bought it and I played maybe, I don't know, because I'm actually not sure how far I am, but I'm going to guess about a third of the game, and I was really, really enjoying it. But I just put it down, and enough time passed that when I tried to pick it up again, I couldn't remember where I was, and I haven't been able to try again. At some point, I need to just kind of pick up a guide and figure it out, because I don't really mind if I'm a little spoiled by a guide or something. It's not going to make or break my experience with the game, but I just haven't taken the time to sit down with it again, and I really should. But anyway, I haven't played any of the Prime games, and they're a different style from 2D Metroid, so I don't know if that would be alienating to me. LOL, alien. But yeah, I'm not much of a first-person shooter type person. That's not been a genre that I've really gotten much into, but the game looks, visually, looks really, really good. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be cross-gen. I think it's going to be on the Switch's successor as well. But only time will tell. And it's something that I've got my eye on for sure. But I probably want to play the rest of Prime before I give it a go. And right now, other than the first one, which had the re-release on Switch, there's not that easy of a way to play the other two. I only have a Wii U. In terms of home consoles, I've got my Wii U and I've got my Switch. So yeah, I could get Prime Trilogy, but it's really, really expensive to find anywhere. So I don't think that's going to happen, but I don't know. Maybe I'll keep an eye out. Maybe I'll get lucky. You never know. Sometimes there's always those listings of things that end up being less expensive because maybe somebody doesn't know what it's worth, or they just don't really care enough to make a big profit off of it. So I'll keep an eye out because I would love to play them. It's just not something that's really in the cards for me right now, but hopefully before this one comes out. Anyway, thanks so much for listening to my thoughts on the Direct. Let me know how this felt to y'all and, how I sounded and everything. This is my first time really doing something like this in a very long time. The only other time I can think of where I did anything like this was when I very briefly had a Patreon. This was years ago. I made a Patreon account and I made a page, and then I had to publish the page, and I didn't realize there was a way to take it down at first, so I was like, I guess I have a Patreon now. So I uploaded a video there just kind of giving an update at the time, it was very early in the channel, so it was pre the Nintendogs video and stuff. Anyway, I haven't done a lot of stuff that's unscripted, so I just want to hear y'all's thoughts more than anything, and let me know what you think, and maybe I'll do this again soon, maybe I won't, but either way, thanks for listening, and yeah, have a good one. Bye.